Hey guys, how you doing? Back at you with another video. This one is on my new Winchester SX4. It's a compact model with a 24-inch barrel and in 12 gauge. The reason I got the compact is because, uh, first of all, I got little T-Rex arms. I got little teeny arms, so I usually have trouble with longer length of pulls on, like, let's say, in air quotes, adult shotgun stocks. So I like to stay around, 13-inch length of pull if I can get it. Sometimes even less than that, but um, and it also comes in handy when you're, dressed up really warm, layered up pretty good, like rabbit hunting or out in the cold. The shorter stock makes it easier to shoulder. So anyway, I want to thank my buddy Mike. He's the one that got me onto this gun, and I just put it right out there in the very beginning. Absolutely love it. It's a great gun. I've shot about 150 rounds through it, I think, so far. No malfunctions, no issues, no nothing at all wrong with it. So um, I love that. The fit and finish on it is really really good. I've had Remington Versamax shotguns, different types of shotguns over the years, and this Winchester is, I would say, very very good compared to other builds that I've seen, or other fit and finishes, I should say. So this particular gun, the compact, uh, it comes in this, I think it's like grassland camo here. I really like that actually because I plan on using it for goose hunting, duck hunting, and then small game stuff. So rabbits, squirrels, pheasant, if you can find them in Michigan here. They're kind of rare nowadays, but anyway, long story short, love the gun. I just basically added a sling to it, took it apart, cleaned it, oiled it, all that good stuff, and then went to the range with it, and no issues at all. Still got to work on shooting skeet though. um, didn't hit as many as I'd like to, but that's me, not the gun. But anyway, it comes with a improved cylinder choke, a modified choke, and a full choke. So you got pretty much all the chokes for what you need to do. Maybe other than like turkey hunting, if you want to do like an extra full or turkey choker or something like that. But um, so anyway, that's pretty much a real quick rundown of the gun and all that stuff. And you know, like I said, I really like it. Um, so now what I'm going to do is pretty much just do a quick tear down, just so you can see me, see how it comes apart and goes back together. So I'll quit yapping so much and just start ripping it apart here. First thing I like to do is, obviously, guys, we got to do this. Check, make sure it's unloaded. So we'll kind of look in here, make sure she's good. Nothing in there. Good to go. Good to go. So gun is empty and safe. On safe. So next thing I'm going to do, let that back down, and we're going to pop off the nut here that holds the barrel and everything on. Barrel nut, I guess you'd call it. So I just like to leave the sling on it just because it's less crap I got to mess with, but it'd probably be easier to work on if I took it off. But I just pop that off and then kind of set this over here to the side. And it's very, very simple, guys. Once you get the barrel nut off, the forearm comes off like this. Just slides straight up and off. Set that to the side. then you have your barrel. Just comes right out. Super simple. Like that. Then you have, I'm not sure of all the exact verbiage on these things, the parts in the gun, so don't quote me on all this, but try to do my best here. I think this is the gas piston here. Basically, you can see all the gunk on it. I haven't cleaned it yet after shooting it, so not bad at all. Just wipes off. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it literally just like wipes off the thing. See that nice clean spot right there? It just can wipe it right off there. Just goes around your fingers. But that pops off. Set that to the side. This little guy here comes off, and this kind of pushes down into the, I don't know if you guys can see this little rod on here. See that little rod? That pushes down inside the gun here. I can kind of get it, but it cycles the action. So when you shoot it, the gas comes out, hits a gas piston, and then chucks this guy back and pushes the action, cycles the action. So set that to the side. Then there's like a little kind of a, I guess that's, you'd call it a return spring or whatever for this guy. Just kind of pushes up on it a little bit. Real simple though. Just pull that off. Pull the spring off. And now we're down to the mag tube here. And I'm going to have to get a screwdriver real quick. You can use a screwdriver or any type of, say, flat object to kind of depress this. There's a little, let me try to get this in the camera right. There's a little indent right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there. It's a little plastic piece. And you push on that basically, and then this stuff all comes out of here. So kind of pushing down on it a little bit. And I've only done this one other time, so I'm kind of new to it, but yeah, really simple. Just kind of push on it. And then you gotta be careful now, because this is where stuff could start flying. Watch your eyes. Preferably have eye pro on if you can. But basically, all your spring, your mag spring and all that stuff, your plug, the gun does come with a plug. So basically this guy pops off there. Put that to the side. The plug itself comes off. And I like this plug because it's got this spring on it. It's like it's a tension spring that kind of holds everything in there nice and tight. And I think it centers the plug up nice in the spring here. So there's no binding or anything, but anyway, set that to the side. And then here's your mag spring. Comes out just like other shotguns. Then you got your follower. That comes out here. Let's kind of tip her up, you know, like that. Follower pops out. There you go. Just the basic, you know, plastic. It's like really hard plastic though. Nice plastic follower. Set that over there. And then now we're down to like the let's say the trigger group and bolt carrier and all that stuff. So let me slide this stuff up here. Run out of room. Slide all this up. There's all of our parts. And now what I'll do is get a punch real quick. Grab one here. I should have probably already had this out, but this will work. There we go. Okay, got a punch, just a regular old. I think these are, what are these? These are Grace punches. I actually really like these punches too. They're nice. Anyway, so now what we can do is, if you want to roll the gun over and push it, or just push straight the other way, you can do that too. Either side, they come out. Actually, I'll tell you what, let me do a little trick here that I always do with my handguns. Roll the tape. Just like that. It gives you a hole to push down the pins in. So now I'll just kind of center it over that and then push the pin out. Nice and easy, pops out. Get the other one while I'm here. There's 2 pins in there. If you guys can see that. There's one there and then one there. So 2 pins. There's push out pins. So what I do is I just push them kind of out a little bit and then grab them and just yank them out. Oops. Yank them out and then put them in your tape roll. Kind of hold, a good spot to hold them. Set them like that. Then this is the simplest thing ever. You basically grab the let's see if I can get a better picture of this. Grab the trigger group and just pull straight out like that. Pops right out. Just like that. And I believe you have to have the safety on safe in order to pull that out too, if I'm not mistaken. But set that to the side. Now we're down to the bolt carrier group, bolt, and all that stuff. So the bolt handle is basically kind of like it's like a held in there by a spring, but comes out with some force. So meaning you have to put some force on it to get it out. So grip right a hold of it and just pull straight up on it and it pops out like that. So there's your bolt handle. And I think the little spring rides in this little detent right here. But there's that. And basically all this stuff pukes out the front here. Bolt carrier, all that good stuff comes sliding out like that. Done. That's pretty much it, man. That's it. There's nothing else in there that can, I mean, there's other little stuff like your I don't know what exactly the term is for that right there, like your bolt release or whatever that you call it. I think that's what you call it on the AR-15. So bolt release, basically lets the bolt go forward. But there's that, and then you can tear this down further if you want. Take the bolt right off it. You know, clean that all up. Here's the hammer, or sorry, not the hammer, but the firing spring and all that good stuff. And then assembly is just the opposite. Put everything back together. And you gotta make sure, one thing I found out doing it the first time, this little nub here, little round thingy, it's gotta go in a little tube in the back here. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. So this is all put back together here. Let me slide this in. Just take my time and that's one of the things I found with putting guns back together is just taking your time, you know, not forcing anything. If you had to force it, something's probably wrong. So what I like to do, get it flipped over, kind of poking through here, and I believe, yeah, see that little, I don't know if you guys can see that down in there. Let me see if I can get this. It's a little rod right there. It's like a recoil rod or something for the bolt carrier group. But that thing, the little nub on the back of the bolt carrier group, the little pointy thing's got to go in that tube. Otherwise it won't cycle right. So there's that. Then what I'll do is put the trigger group back in, or you can put the, let's say the bolt handle, because that's I think what I took off next technically. Just push that in real easy. Push it in until it clicks. Push this guy back in here. One thing you want to be careful of when you're putting this in is the follower. You know, just be careful with that thing. It's kind of not super fragile, but it can get messed up if you force it. Get my 2 pins. Put these, make sure you line the holes up right. Otherwise, you're going to run into problems. Just kind of push it, you know, get it started with your thumb. Get this one started with my thumb. And you might have to kind of wiggle it a little bit. There it goes. Got to wiggle it just a little bit to get it, you know, going in there. This guy here. Yeah, So what I'll do is just kind of push on this one. This one I think is a little more difficult to get in there. So what I'll do is just kind of tap it with, yeah, just all it takes is a little tap. It's got to go over a little spring in there. Just a baby tap. That's all it takes right there. Same thing on the front pin. Good to go. Follower moves freely. Everything's good. All right. So now, basically should look like this. Follower, trigger groups in, bolt handles in, all that good stuff. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is put my mag tube follower in. Put that in to make sure you put the round side, say, facing the butt stock, like, or the flat side, because this side is where the spring goes. So like that. So I'll just slide that guy in there. You'll hear it going on at the bottom. Now this one, you got to be a little careful with this guy because it wants to come out of here. This spring is, you know, it's pretty heavy duty. So just be careful. I have had them shoot across the room before. So just be real easy with it, you know. And what I like to do is kind of feed it and grip it, feed it and grip it, feed it and grip it. You know, just a couple coils at a time until you get it in there. And it takes, you know, it takes a second. Like I said, though, you know, just take your time and shouldn't have any problems. One other thing I like to do is kind of put this guy in the plug in the spring like that, like this right here. Gives me something to kind of push down with. So like that right there, you know, you can kind of guide it through like that. Once you get her in there, pretty simple. Just might have to, you know, do it a couple times maybe to get used to it. And then you got to kind of tuck that nub in that we pushed on with the flathead to get it out. There we go. And then just push straight down in. And it will click. You might have to rotate it. See how that's not in all the way yet? You might have to rotate it just a tad. There it is. See how it clicked? And then boom, it slides out a little bit and it's good. It's in there. Ain't going nowhere. All right, the rest of this, real simple. Spring goes on the mag tube. Not sure what this is called. Goes on the mag tube. Like that. Your piston goes on the mag tube. One thing you want to make sure, see this little nub in here, right here, the little tube, or a little, let's say, rod. You want to make sure that that thing's not flailing around out here. And it does have a flat right here, or a groove where the barrel should sit, so that gives you an indexing point. Should be straight up and down, like that right there. So, there's that. Then, slide your barrel on, and this should go in nice and easy. Do not force it, guys. I can't stress that enough, man. It's one of those things. So, what you want to do to kind of help this along, I found, is, let me get this thing in here. I'm trying to get this in the camera too so everybody can see it. What you want to do is kind of push this piece here that way a little bit. It gives the barrel enough room to kind of squeeze in there. And then once you get the barrel up and over this guy here, you're pretty much home free. Then you just got to make sure everything kind of wiggles into place. So let's see here and make sure it's, yeah. And what you got to do is pull the bolt and get it kind of wiggling a little bit, and then it goes right on there. And then make sure when you do this that the rib and everything is flush. When you're done with this, it should look just like that right there. You guys see that? It should not look like this. I'll make sure it's all the way in. So, real easy. Next thing, basically, is take it, foregrip or forearm, whatever you want to call it. Slide that over. Everything kind of pushes in. pushes down this way towards the receiver. Let me grab my barrel nut here. And then this is real easy. It's just a nut basically, got threads in it. Take this, thread this guy right in here. Put it right in there, just put the nut back on. A little more difficult to do with the sling on it, but it's not too bad. Once you get it going, it's easy. Don't need it too crazy super tight. I just go until it snug, and that's basically it, man. Now what you want to do, just do a quick function test, make sure she's good. So gun's on safe, pull the bolt back, bolt release, hit it, watch your fingers. Off safe, press trigger, click, reset, should stay open, good to go. Put it back on safe, let the bolt go, good to go, good gun. So guys, that was a real quick, well, not super quick, but the quickest I like to do it, and still be safe and kind of talk while I'm doing it. So if you guys want to know anything about this gun, like I said, let me know. And my buddy Mike, he's got the full-size one, the adult model. So we're going to be goose hunting a lot this year and duck hunting and stuff like that. So I'll definitely keep track of his gun, make sure there's nothing wrong with it. If there is, I'll tell you guys, I'll let you know. But up until this point, love the gun, no issues, and I hope it stays that way. Anyway, hope you guys like this video. If you do, or you want to see any more videos on whatever, guns, my truck, whatever other videos I got out there, I'm going to have some hunting videos up pretty soon also. So yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see, or if there's anything I can improve on, that'd be cool too. Like I said in my other videos, I'm brand new to this YouTube stuff, so go easy on me. All right guys, I'll talk to you later. Thanks.